So today I want to talk about a fairly unique looking wallet. This is the Duallet Raptor, and I want to talk about some of the positives and negatives and let you guys know what I think about this. Let's check it out. So this is the box the Duallet Raptor came in, right there. Pretty basic box, but let me put that off to the side. And I'll give you guys a nice close-up of the new Duallet Raptor. It's been out for a few months now. And while you guys are checking this out, let's talk about some of the features. So the Duallet Raptor Wallet is a vertical case-style wallet that's made out of 7075 T6 aluminum. It can hold from 1 to 8 credit cards and some cash under this eagle-inspired sliding mechanism. It's available in 3 different colors. I have the silver eagle color. It naturally blocks RFID, being made of aluminum. It comes with a 2-year warranty and is made in Vietnam. All right, let's talk dimensions. It comes in at 2.48 inches by 3.94 inches and has a thickness of 0.39 inches. All right, now let's weigh this bad boy. And online it says it weighs 4.02 ounces, 114 grams, but I'm getting 2.9 ounces and 82 grams, so much less than what the website states. So now let's talk about the quality of the Duallet Raptor, and I think this is one of its strongest points is the build quality. It's made of 7075 T6 aluminum, which has a very high strength to weight ratio. It also has more scratch resistance than a 6061 aluminum, which is important for a metal wallet, especially if you're going to be carrying this around every day in your pockets. This eagle-inspired sliding mechanism is also 7075 aluminum, and on the back you can see it's MagSafe compatible as well. But I have one problem with the compatibility of this MagSafe feature. If you go online to the Duallet website, they show the Duallet Mini, which is another offering from this company. It's basically their smaller wallet that can hold 7 cards and an AirTag that just attaches right to the back of the Raptor here. So when I went to their website and saw this was MagSafe compatible, I was like, great! I can attach it to the back of my iPhone here, but you can see this does not attach in any way, shape, or form to my iPhone 16 Pro. So that is a little disappointing, but if I go back to this back side here, you can see it's attached with 4 screws there. On the Duallet website, they claim this is a unibody design, and clearly it's not because you can see the 4 screws holding on that back. I can take this apart if I wanted to. So it is not a unibody design, just in case you guys are wondering. And that leads me into the design of the Duallet Raptor. So going back to the quality real quick, everything gets a thumbs up from me. Like I said, that's probably the Duallet Raptor's strongest point is the quality. So now let's get into the design. At the beginning of this video, I said that it was a fairly unique looking wallet, meaning the overall aesthetic with this eagle sliding mechanism on the front. Obviously, we've seen case style wallets of this style before, just not with this sliding mechanism on the front. In fact, it reminds me a lot of the Groove Life wallet here, a similar case style wallet. Instead, the Groove Life slides up to deploy your cards. The Duallet Raptor, you have to slide this little mechanism downwards, which is pretty cool, but I do have a few issues with the functionality of this sliding mechanism and the cards when they pop up. And I'll show you that in just a bit when I do the card and cash demonstration, but something just feels off. I guess that's the best way I can describe it with this card mechanism and how you have to select your cards. I mentioned that it can hold 1 to 8 credit cards. From my test, I can get 7 cards within the case here, and 1 credit card can fit under this eagle here, and you can see this little indentation under that eagle. That's designed to hold exactly 1 credit card. And if you don't want to hold a credit card in this front slot, it can also hold your cash. Not much cash, as you'll see, but it can hold either one, either a single credit card or your cash. But one thing that's really unique about the Raptor here is what's going on inside there. Every single case style wallet that I've reviewed on this channel, which has been a lot, whether it's the Double Oak Essentials, the Groove Life wallet, anything from Exter, there's always a single step lever on the bottom of the wallet, and whatever card ejection mechanism they use always pushes up that lever and deploys your cards upwards. And if you guys didn't see my Groove wallet review, I'll sort of demonstrate that here. So you can see that lever right there. As I push up, it pushes that lever up and pushes your cards upwards. But with the Duallet Raptor, there's actually 2-step levers inside. And it's really unique. I've never really seen a system like this before where there's 2 arms like this on the bottom, and when you push down the eagle, they basically lift up like this and form a cross. And after I'm done recording this video, I'll take this thing apart and show you exactly how those levers work in some B-roll here. So I thought that was a really cool design. Is it necessary? I'm not exactly sure. I'm not an engineer, but it seems to work just fine for a lot of other wallets of similar styles. So I'm not really sure it's necessary, but still very, very cool. Also on the inside, you'll see a couple rubber stoppers on each side of the wallet. That helps keep the cards in place when they're deployed and retracted. Now, Duallet has an anti-drop card security system called their Smart Trigger and Elastic system. And that has a lot to do with those rubber stoppers on the inside and these dual arms that are on each side of the wallet. So right now, those arms are locked in, but if I push down on the mechanism, it unlocks these arms so the cards can actually pop up. But when you let go of the eagle, it locks back in. So when I do the shake test a little bit later on, you can see they won't fall out. And there's also 2 branding spots on the Raptor. Right there, you can see Duallet Raptor, and then right there on the back on the bottom. But now let's do the cash and card demonstration. I already went ahead and preloaded this wallet with 8 credit cards. And you can see I did load one in the little slot on the front. And you can see it's not very secure if I move it around with my finger, but if I turn it upside down and do a shake test, you can see that's not popping out at all. And I'll show you that again. Really easy to move around with my fingers, turn it upside down, doesn't pop out. Crazy. So that means I have 7 credit cards on the inside, and if I push down the little eagle, you can see they do step up pretty nicely. And if I let the eagle go, most of the cards fall back down into the wallet, but not all of them. I've tried this 100 times, and 100 times they all don't fall back down, which I kind of wish they did. I'm not really sure why these back 2 cards are always sticking up there, but every single time that happens. And the problem is this eagle always pops back up. So I sort of wish the eagle stayed down until I push the cards back in manually. Because this way I have to physically hold down that eagle sliding card mechanism and then choose whatever card you want and then let that go. So that's a little bit of an annoyance, but it's not really the end of the world. But I sort of wish that eagle just stayed down when I pushed it down, not pop back up. And I already did a shake test, so I'll do that again. And I'll show you guys what I'm talking about with these 2 arms. So right now, the eagle is in its resting position, the sliding card mechanism right there. And these little arms are locked in. And I do like the fact that it has dual arms, because if I bring in the Groove Life wallet right here, it does have 1 arm. So when you push that sliding card mechanism up, it pushes that arm out of the way. I'm not sure if it's focused right there, but as soon as I push up, slides that arm right out of the way. And a very similar idea with the Raptor here. So if I slide down the card ejection mechanism, you can see it just slides those 2 arms right out of the way. And if I'm holding my thumb down when the cards are deployed, any slight shake upside down are going to send these cards flying. But as I demonstrated earlier, once it's in the lock position and I shake, yeah, those cards aren't going to go anywhere, so that's nice. And I should mention this too. This eagle in the front, the sliding card mechanism, does pop out to expand a little bit. You can see right there, it expands. And at first I figured, oh great, you can fit more cards under there, but remember, there's a little slot that stops that card from popping out. So if you put more cards under there, they're just gonna slide right out of the bottom. So obviously this expansion is meant for your cash. So I have 5 American dollar bills right here folded in the quarters. And if I slide those in there, you can see it does fit 5 American dollar bills folded in the quarters. And if you guys want to fold your bills into thirds, it'll work that way too. I just don't like doing that, so I'm going to stick with folding them into quarters. But that was basically 5, and I don't think I can get any more under there because it's pretty tight the way it is. Now, if you guys saw my review on the Excalibur wallet or the updated version, the Unique Touch wallet here, you're going to know that I wasn't the biggest fan of storing bills under this sliding card mechanism that also expands. Easily the biggest negative of that wallet. Didn't like it at all. And I'm going to say it right now, I don't like it here either. I just don't want those bills in the way every time I want to deploy a card. You can see it does it without a problem. Just me personally, I don't like this. So this is going to come down to a matter of preference. Do you want your bills hanging on the outside of your wallet like this and in the way of ejecting your cards every time you want to use a credit card? I don't know. Well, I do know. For me personally, it's a big fat no. But I do like the fact that they made this card ejection mechanism expandable if you needed to carry more cash. All right, so what are my final thoughts on the Duallet Raptor here? Let's start with the pros. The biggest pro here is the build quality. I like the choice of materials, and I think the build quality is fantastic. Another pro is it's something new. Sort of. The overall style of the wallet isn't terribly new, a vertical case-style wallet made of aluminum, but this unique card ejection mechanism on the front is fairly new, and these dual step levers on the inside. I think that's pretty cool. And it comes with a 2-year warranty. We're sort of used to seeing lifetime warranties these days, but I'm not going to complain about a 2-year warranty here. Now let's talk about some of the negatives. The first negative is I wish this card mechanism, when you pushed it down, stayed down. I don't like the fact that it naturally pops back up and takes, 80% of the cards with it. I don't know if it's 80. I'm just doing quick math in my head, but you guys see what I'm talking about. Another negative is the cash carrying capabilities. I don't like storing my cash underneath a sliding card ejection mechanism. Even though it does expand, I still don't like it. Another negative is because this mechanism doesn't like to stay down, it makes the functionality of grabbing a credit card out a little bit goofy. I said earlier it feels a little off because you have to constantly hold this down, pull out all your cards and choose whatever card you want and then slap them down. I don't know. I sort of wish that the card ejection mechanism stayed down and I didn't have to sit here and hold this down like this. And yes, I do have another negative. I think the looks of this is a little bit toyish. I don't really know how else to explain it, but it looks sort of like a toy to me with this giant eagle on the front, especially the different colors. If you guys see the red one, it looks like a toy that holds your cards. And another negative, I sort of wish this was true MagSafe. It's not really MagSafe because if I take my iPhone here and stick it on the back of my MagSafe phone and my MagSafe phone case here, it does not stay. And just because I know you guys will ask, the Andar MagSafe wallet that I have right here does stick to the back of the Raptor, but the connection isn't that great. The same with my Andar wallet here. You can see it does stick right there, but I don't know, it just feels really, really weak. So be warned if you guys are buying this because you see that it's MagSafe and think you can attach it to the back of your phone, you can't. You might as well just go with the Duallet Mini, which is only, what, 25 bucks and can still hold 7 cards and an Apple AirTag. So obviously that's a lot of negatives for the Duallet Raptor. Do I recommend this? Not really, and the main reason is the price. The Duallet Raptor here is 99 bucks, and that's a hefty price for something with all those negatives. The build quality is nice, the materials are nice, it looks a little bit different from your average case-style wallet, but I think Duallet has a little bit of work to do with the Raptor here. I'd like to see some changes with the next version. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. What do you think of the Duallet Raptor? If you want to check this out for yourself, I will have links down below in my description box. But if you did enjoy this video, please give me that thumbs up. Please subscribe